I was listening to an Alan Watts YouTube video the other night, and it was all about the stages of awakening. And one of the things that stuck out to me, he was talking about how tumultuous parts of one of the stages are in our awakening. And it's so true, right? Because what's happening is we have this certain identity. As we are seeking to up level, whether we're consciously seeking to up level or whether we're subconsciously seeking to up level, we are moving to a new plateau. And so our identity is here and we are moving here. As that's happening, as we're going through that up leveling, what we're going to experience are those areas of tumultuousness. We're going to experience the turmoil. We're going to experience things being ripped up from underneath us. And if you can associate that with where you're going, then it makes it a little easier to experience it. But it's intense sometimes. And just know that that is actually a beautiful piece of it all. I've been going through this refinement of, and actually really stepping back and looking at my business and what pieces of it am I really passionate about? What pieces of it am I not so passionate about? What areas do I need to refine, or what 2-degree shifts do I need to make that will then change the entire trajectory of where I'm headed with everything? And that can apply for life too. But as I'm doing that, I can feel frustrations because I can feel my energy is still in parts down in this identity. And so it takes a lot of conscious work and connection and leaning in to embrace the frustration, experience it, but then move beyond it and go back into energizing that new plateau that I'm going to, that new plateau that I'm innately drawn to. I can continuously do that to where I lean in and I consciously go there. I embrace it. I bring in the safety of it. I bring in the certainty of it, even though my conscious, rational mind doesn't see it all yet, doesn't have the clarity even. But my soul has clarity, so much clarity. So I can lean into that and bring that energy, bring that frequency in, let it dissolve the frustration, and then go into, okay, let me see the clarity with my conscious mind. And that's a process, and that's part of our awakening. That's part of our up-leveling. And so there are tools, there are strategies, right, to be able to lean into that more and more and more effectively, more efficiently, with more ease, with more flow inside. That's one of the things that I love to help people do. And again, I'm not perfect at it, but I know that what I do when I do it works. And so it's this continual practice and this continual allowance of being imperfect, but experiencing and stepping forward and stepping forward and stepping higher and higher, and not letting myself go back down. And that's another piece of the puzzle. Once you get to a new plateau, think about it as if you're climbing, right? You're climbing up the side of a mountain. I don't know if any of you have ever rock climbed. I have, and it's super fun. But as you're climbing and there's this ledge that you're wanting to get to, you can slip a little bit, you can fall a little bit, you can drop a little bit. But once you get your leg up over it, once you roll your body up on top of that ledge and stand on that ledge, unless you leap off the ledge, you're not going back down. You are now on a new, stable, solid ground. So just know that that's where you're going. Know that's where you're heading. Trust it. Keep yourself holding on and moving towards that ledge, right? Know that you're going to stumble a little bit. Know that you're going to fall into whatever those areas. Frustration is what it was for me yesterday, right? Know that that's going to happen, but trust that that ledge is there and you're so close. And once you get there, stand on that freaking ledge and celebrate yourself. Celebrate the new version of you, the 2000 point you that you have become. Let's go, people. Let's go.